right, and thank you for tuning in to Performer.com. We are live here at the studio, and you are watching Night Moves. I'm your host, Joshua Paul. This evening, I'm joined by my wonderful producer who always finds the greatest guests in the city of Boston, AC.
Hello. How is everyone?
It's like 12 degrees outside.
Oh my God, I'm such a hot mess today. I was rushing over here. I'm hoping that my mascara isn't running.
Yeah, you're always like, busting down the door. We all get here early. We're like, where's AC? And
you know what? No, we're not going there because I'm always here.
No, you are. You are. No, you.
And the one time that I'm not,
No.
Flack,
No. Listen. No. You always skating at the right time. So, how you been?
I have been. It's been like what, a month?
It's been like a few weeks.
A month.
It's been a few weeks.
We're here.
It's been the holidays. It's been COVID. It's tiring. There's no question. I think there are a lot of people out there that are sort of fed up. But you know what? Wear your mask. Okay, your mask saves lives. It's been proven. Even the European Union today made it mandatory for everybody to wear a mask. I wear my mask when I'm in my fitness studio. We wear a mask coming into this studio here, in and out. Michael's tough. Temperature check.
Yep, we have
hand sanitizer. For the guests that come into, that's how it spreads. And even if you wear a mask that is not like, N95 quality, you know what? It's still going to cut down transmission by 50%. So.
Well, on that depressing note, we have Pin and Stripe, JC Vasquez of the Vasquez
Yes, you've always given us such great guests.
I do.
Yeah, you do.
I do. You know why? Because
Yeah.
the 6 degrees of AC is real.
Oh, is it real?
Hashtag.
Okay.
Yes, it is. But no, JC and Jason, I've known for some quite. You know what I mean. Anyway, I'm still frazzled.
Well, no, that's okay. Well, talk a little bit about how you find these guests and who we got this evening.
Well, I can't disclose secrets.
Okay. Well, no, you can at least talk a little bit about how do you find these people. I mean, they just don't pop into your inbox. You have to.
Well, it's just the 6 degrees of AC. I don't know how else to describe it.
I know. At one point when I was finding guests, I was just literally going through Instagram and Facebook.
Oh yeah, no. I'm not creeping it. No. I'm not like, you want to be a guest on our show? Like you don't know me, but you might have noticed me.
I don't consider myself as a creep, but okay. No, we've had great guests.
Did you not ever get reactions like who double HE?
I think if you live in the city of Boston, you have a level of talent, whether if it's fashion, whether if it's music, whether if it's acting or anything like that. And we reach out and we're like, hey, come on the show, talk about yourself. Generally, people say yes.
Josh talks about himself.
Well, it is partially my show, but that's okay.
It's your show.
But we've had some really great guests, and a big part of it has been because of you.
Well, shucks, thanks. I appreciate it.
So who's our first guest?
I totally forgot that we had a guest.
I know
here.
we got a gentleman sitting here, really dressed up.
All right, so we have dapper, bespoke, fashionista JC Vasquez, and do I sound loud to you?
No,
on the microphone?
I think you're all right. You're not blasting me out.
I feel like I'm shouting.
No. Oh, okay. All right.
We gotta go to commercial, and then we'll be right back with dapper, bespoke, fashionista JC Vasquez.
Okay.
Awkward. Do I look familiar? I should. You might remember me from here. Here. Or maybe even here.
But an awkward silence can be a great thing.
It can actually be a perfect moment to reach out to a friend and ask if they're okay if they seem down.
Doesn't matter how you say it.
You all right?
Everything's okay?
All G?
You all right, girl? You cool?
You bugging dog.
Just show you're there for them.
Go on, Kelly. It's easy awkward.
Hey, you haven't really been yourself lately.
Are you okay?
Find out how you can help a friend with their mental health at seizetheawkward.org.
Don't give it time to reload it. Bump all the rules, do it your own way. Ooh, you know the conversations I have with the mirror. I just wanna turn on the way up.
All right, you can introduce him.
Okay. JC? Pin and Stripe. And we are back to Night Moves here at the Performer Studios. We want to go ahead and introduce our first guest. He's a well-dressed man, sharp-dressed man, JC Pinstripe.
Yes, sir.
You look very gentlemanish.
Pin and Stripe.
By the way, I have to say, if I looked as good as your radio voice, I would be a happy man.
Oh, jeez.
No, you need to guess how old he is. We have to stop.
Yeah, I know.
Listen.
Hey, you said we had a model.
No. Listen.
This is the ambassador of Pin and Stripe right here.
No. That's not my role. You look really good.
Thank you,
JC
sir.
Pin and Stripe. You look really good. And you got a good haircut too.
I like to think so.
No, you got a good haircut.
So.
I was a barber in my first career. I still cut hair now, just a few of my friends and myself. But that's a really good fade.
Well, even though I like to dress up, I don't like to put stuff in my hair. So this is like all natural.
Yeah. Well, you don't want to clog the hair follicles.
And if you cut it short, it gets rid of all the grays.
Sure. Yeah.
That's the trick.
So
we're not only going
You're not
to
there
know
yet.
about
We're not there yet.
We're gonna know.
Oh, I'm probably older than you are, but that's.
By the way, I have to say, we need to come up with our own show called JC and AC. It's like
I know, right?
It's like, whoa, seriously.
AC. All right, we got one vote here.
AC, JC.
Vote people. We need ACJC.
JC, tell our viewers at home who you are and what you do.
Okay, so we have a small boutique online seller of clothes. We mainly focus on suits, but also bespoke bags.
What's the name of the website?
It's called www.pinandstripe.
Before you go ahead, can you please tell the audience what bespoke fashion is? Because the youngins, the generation now, do not appreciate
all they know
what
is
that means.
We're gonna go get a suit and it's gonna be too big, right? Well, they have different levels. They have made to measure. They have bespoke, and luckily for us, we deal in bespoke. So therefore, our clients can get what you call a muslin, and so we fit them in that little outfit, cut it perfectly, send it off to the manufacturer, and it gets made just for them.
Now tell us where these materials are from, and
everything's handmade in Spain.
Ooh,
yeah, handmade in Spain with the finest fabrics from Italy, and our bags actually are made from the same manufacturer as Hermes. So you can get like an Hermes bag without having to pay the Hermes price. I know you know all about that because she loves expensive stuff, and I'm like, come on, you got to try our stuff out.
Listen,
it's expensive, but not that
if
expensive.
They came shopping with me, they would just die.
I wear pajamas all day. I'm a fitness trainer by trade, so I wear pajamas all day.
By the way, I love that too because I'm also a trader on the side.
Oh, you are,
and so I'm up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, you're like me.
No. I think we're getting these words. It's like what is it called, a hononym or whatever.
Exactly.
He's talking about fitness training.
And
you're talking about
trading.
Oh, you're a trader.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because I was
not a trader of the country.
Exactly.
There's another word.
Trader. So I was just about to say, yes, I like to do my trading in dapper gear as well, and I have an awesome pajamas.
Oh yeah, of course,
overcoat thing.
Sure.
I like to make my trades at 4 o'clock in the morning. But yeah, don't worry, we're gonna hook you up.
Okay,
you're gonna have like the most fanciest silk pajamas.
I'll be like Baby Hugh. Baby Hugh Hefner.
I too am getting fitted.
If you ever get invited to the mansion, you'll be able to wear it.
Oh my God, I know.
Did you bring your measuring tape to fit me for
Obviously.
Ladies, suits are coming back.
Yes.
They are.
And we're actually starting a woman's line.
Yes,
I'm
going to be the ambassador of that.
Yes. It's called Callie and Coco.
Oh.
And we already have the logo. We already have everything made up. We're doing the website soon. And all the ladies in Boston and all over they're going to have their own bespoke, because, I mean, come on. Ladies are starting to dress up amazingly, and guys are
starting to.
Well, I'm talking like matching with the same suits and everything.
Yes.
Because women in suits are
just sexy.
gone. And
Yeah,
but they're coming back. It is so sexy. So sexy.
Right, but do you, with everything that's going on with COVID, everybody working from home, do you see that there's a market for that at this time?
Well, that's why we have the pajamas.
Okay. But,
No.
but is it one of those things to where, she has on her shirt and then her suit coat, and then underneath she's got shorts on?
Well, the beauty of his website.
Check, please.
Yeah.
The beauty of his website is that you can go on it with your measurements. You can pick the leather. You can pick the style. You can pick,
personalized
if you want a 3-piece
tailoring.
suit.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's also packages. Please tell us about that,
Oh,
JC.
wow.
Here,
that's great.
Good, but check out this
yeah,
bag.
That's cool.
The Mary Poppins bag.
So I designed this personally, so I got to pick out this. This is all Hermes leather, so it's like the best leather you can buy.
Can I feel the
Oh, you
material?
designed that?
Stop it.
I gotta
That's
feel
cool.
it. Oh, it's
Is
like
that not
butter.
Yeah,
It's like
here,
butter.
feel it. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah,
softest
yeah.
leather.
Wow, it is. Wow.
Yeah. And the same thing with the shoes. Like, for instance, I'm wearing amazing Python sneakers.
Do you have any
They are-
samples
they are
of
cool.
shoes or anything?
I was going to bring some, but I thought I'd have the computer right here to show everybody, but it's no big deal. I did bring a couple of
we've been
samples.
flashing images of your work.
I did bring a couple of samples, and I'm going to bring it up. But while we're talking about that, let's talk about getting those measurements. So we're going to get her a suit.
That's a great idea. Why don't
Can you
we?
imagine?
why
And the
don't we-
loafers, the ladies' shoes
Oh.
that he has on the website, I am telling you, they're just.
That's a really nice bag, man.
Ladies
You
need
got
to
like
have
nice bags.
loafers.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
Well, you see the bag? The whole inside is one piece leather.
We need to bring it up for the cameras, darling.
Well, it's a big
I'll
bag.
go with it. But the main thing I wanted to show you.
Look at that blue suede. Huh?
Boom.
Wow, that's cool.
So we made
That's very cool.
We made this for a client especially, and the cool thing is for the 2018 championship. So it has 2018, the initials, and check that out.
Oh,
have you ever
perfect.
seen anything that amazing? I know
love
we have
it.
some.
Beautiful.
I know we have some Boston Red Sox
Yeah,
fans
yeah,
out
sure,
there.
of
They're
course,
like,
of course, of course,
I have
of
to
course.
get these.
Wow.
Yeah, so we could do anything. Custom is the thing. So, for instance, if you wanted your bag to match your shoes, that could happen, and you can get a belt to match as well.
Speaking of shoes, if we can bring up the definitive shoe guide.
Oh, yes.
Because that is an underrated section. I mean, I don't think there's any guide for men to abide by for shoes. And the beauty of your business is that you have the one-stop shop of your suits.
Exactly.
And the shoes, because it is hard, right, fellas, to try to match a suit with shoes separately unless you're there at the same time. I don't know. I mean, for girls,
And like I was
Depends.
saying, you could even get your belt to match. But the cool thing about these is they're handmade in Spain. So it literally takes a whole month to make that one special shoe for one person. And it's a lot of work, but it pays off.
And then this is, of course, this is something that you oversee and manage. You're working with the client, you're working with the manufacturer, so you're
It's amazing, and it
feeding the pipeline.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. And then when they get it, it lasts them a lifetime. All they might have to do is change the soles like once every 10 years.
oh, wow.
So yeah, these
Quality.
people have been making shoes for 150 years. So I think they know what they're doing.
You think?
Now, how long have you been in business for?
I would say 7 years. The
Good for
lucky
you.
number 7.
Good for
Yeah.
you. Wow.
Yeah, started in Texas,
Yeah.
expanding out, and we're out here in Boston because we love the Boston people. Plus, we used to live out here and know everybody. But yeah, then we're going to go to Colorado and a couple other places.
Damn. Wow.
Yeah,
Wow. Well,
we actually have a couple of good ideas that we're working on, and we can't share that.
yeah,
'cause
that's okay. That's okay.
We don't want anybody to steal those ideas. but
What's that whispering in the wind?
Yeah, exactly.
6 degrees of AC is 6 degrees.
Now, is this a store that people come into? You have a store, or are you doing a lot of this stuff online?
It's
both.
it's online, and
Yeah.
then we have different people in every city that takes care of that city. Sometimes we have 3 people in one city taking care of a city. But yeah, I mean, the main thing is we want to start people off where they don't have to spend a lot of money to get started. And
Sure.
the next thing you know, they can have $1 million business if they wanted to. So that's our main goal, is to focus on the clients and then focus on the partners that we deal with, and it's a winning combination.
How do you get clients? I mean, referrals, I'm sure.
Yeah.
6 degrees of AC.
I was just about to say that.
Was that the wind blowing in here? Is the window cracked open?
Is there a fan in here?
Yeah. What is that? I think we have
No,
a
it's
ghost.
going to be great. It's going to be huge. It's
Somewhere.
going to be huge.
Yeah, but we're working on some different things, but mostly it's online, it's referrals, it's our amazing partners that we have working each city. That's the backbone, really, until we get into retail, which we were about to get into retail, and then
COVID hit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but
but everything happens for a reason.
Well, yeah, but there's still some good opportunity right now. But the commercial real estate business is tanked. I don't think it's going to come back for years. This could be an opportunity for you to kind of get some rental space inexpensively.
Well, we have the plan.
You could. I remember AC talking about that. We were having this conversation a month or so ago about it. That a lot of places in Boston, unfortunately, have gone under because of it. So this could be an opportunity for you to merge.
I think so.
It happened for me. It happened for me. They closed down my gym, and 6 months later, I opened up 1,000 square feet, one-on-one facility.
That's
and
awesome.
I never would have been able to afford it. I never probably would have made the move if it was, pre-COVID. But what we're going through now, I thank my stars that I got a great spot. So it can happen for you. I mean, this guy is talented as you are, for God's sakes. And look at all this stuff that you got here.
Dreams do come true.
You have to have this to have the talent. Without this, then you're talentless. No.
We'll show our viewers at home what.
I was just talking about the.
That is a hypnotizing tactic.
Yeah.
You just stare
exactly.
into it. It spins.
You wear this thing, and I swear, like half the people ask me where I got that instead of my suits, and then the next thing you know,
tell
they're
them
like,
what it is, because I know
it's a
that
lapel,
they don't know what it is.
It's just a lapel pin. But yeah, we make these, and then my mom actually makes these.
No way.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so she makes these
Pocket squares?
Pocket
Is that
squares.
what they call them?
Exactly.
What is that in the middle? Is that like a button? Oh, no, it's not. It's it's a
so
rose. It looks
yeah,
like
so I was like, hey, what are you doing for Christmas? Can you do me a favor and make some pocket squares? Next thing you know, she's having a blast. She's making pocket squares, and I let her keep all the money. So
chaining her up in the basement.
Stop it!
So how did you get into
Well,
this?
it's legal.
They're like labor laws.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
JC, how did you get into this?
Well, actually, my friend got me into this back in the day. He sharpest dressed guy here in Boston. I'm not going to say any names, even though he probably wants me to. But anyway, so I was like, man, where did you get your stuff? So he gave me all the information where he got his stuff, because he got it from overseas when he was over there. And so just made some contacts. Next thing you know, I believe in boots on the ground and bootstrapping.
Sure.
So we just did it all by ourselves, and next thing you know, we're up and running.
That's phenomenal.
And then, of course, finding the bags handmade in Spain. That was a godsend.
Like these bags you got here.
Exactly, because then we got to bring it
he's
all
got
together.
some really. I know y'all can't see it right now, but he's got some beautiful luggage bags that he brought
just
in.
check out these
Oh,
bad
look at the
boys.
sneakers.
Wow. Oh, I like
Look
that.
at that.
Oh, that's very cool.
Name any other person that has anything close to this.
That's very cool.
Exactly.
Now, what's that style shoe called if they wanted to order that type
Well, this
online?
is just a boot, but you can get up to 12 different soles. So not only do you get to pick out this material, the shoelaces, you get to pick out the soles too.
So my question to you is, what would a pair of those particular boots cost a gentleman?
Well,
Roughly.
I would say anywhere between 6 to 9.
Yeah.
6 to 9.
Yeah.
Laced,
Those
better
are
watch
nice.
out.
Those are nice.
Exactly. But you want to know the cool thing is our bags. So this bag right here that has, I talked to a lady that works actually at Hermes, and she was like,
Oh, so is that the matching shoe to the bag?
no.
Or am I getting my
It
patterns
looks like
mixed
it.
up?
It looks like it.
It does,
It
right?
does look
okay,
like
I'm
it.
not going
Yeah,
crazy.
Hello.
I mean, you would never wear those
AC.
two, I guess.
It's AC. The AC. Yeah. So anyway, I was like, "Hey, what do you think about this bag?" She was like, "Wow, it looks like our bag." And I was like, "Yeah, I know." So she was like, she was like, yeah, that bag's $10,000. I was like, well, we sell it for
Half that.
$12.50.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Jeez. Wow.
Well,
Hostile takeover.
yeah, exactly. I used to be in the restaurant business, and my thing was always quality.
Sure.
Because, when you like to go out to a restaurant, you want to have like the best food at the best price.
Of course.
You don't want to, I love going out to a nice steakhouse too and spending a couple $100, but I tell you, having the best at a good price.
Sure.
I'll take that any day of the week because I'm still going through the wine list, picking out the best.
Well, I think it's a bragging thing too. It's not. When you've got people that have money out there, disposable income, and it's not always about look how much money I spent on this. It's like look how awesome this is, and I only paid this for it. It's true, right?
Exactly.
So it's almost a bragging right. I saw this picture on Instagram. It was like 3 photos, and it showed the same 3 couples wearing 3 different outfits, and it showed how much money they made, and the richest person wore like
Sneakers.
awful clothes. It was like Walmart t-shirts, sweatpants, and sneakers from Walmart.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's my whole thing. It's like our main strategy is why spend $2,500 on a suit when you can go spend $2,500 in the stock market.
Right. Of course.
Double your money. And also, when's the last time a guy said, "Ooh, that's a beautiful jacket"? What's the brand?
Right.
What brand is that?
It's true.
Now I know people like to have it like on their clothes, but nobody's going to have anything on their suit.
Well,
look at this one.
Yeah, that's.
Ooh.
Wow.
You know what? Jacket
Skulls.
tag. Did you show Jackie your jacket on the inside? Because she has skull designs on her.
Yeah, that's cool.
I hope I think she's watching outside.
Oh, that's cool.
I should have brought some more samples.
This is the sort of thing that I see on. I'm a big Instagrammer guy. I love pictures, and I follow a lot of like the gentleman sites. Whether it's for beards or for exercise or dressing.
What's this book?
Well, actually, I was going to show them. I wasn't messing around about the pajamas.
Oh, damn. Talk about a pajama party.
Yeah.
That's a pajama party.
That you said this because
AC is like,
mind.
I want that. I can see you in this.
I love pajama sets. I don't think you guys understand. I have a slew of pajama sets in my robes, and I am 80 years old at heart, and they match, and they're
If I could wear my robe every day, I would. I love it.
Homeless chic or mental patient running around the estate. I mean, that's the style that I go for. Grandma chic.
Sorry, unfortunately, I got $10 Walmart sweatpants and slippers.
This is why Hidden Stripe needs to dress you.
Exactly.
We're going to set you up, Josh.
I might not be able to afford him.
Hey.
I might not be able to afford you.
Hey.
You can be the prototype. You can be the
now that you're a business
patient zero.
I don't know. Well, please. Oh my God.
Well, see, that's exactly who our company is for. For the business owner that would rather spend $1,500 on their business.
Sure, of course.
And only spend $1,000 on a suit instead of $2,500.
I was also watching a segment on CNBC about people. There was a woman here, the coach, that was talking about keeping your energy up when you have to do a lot of Zoom calls, and dress up like you're going to work.
Exactly.
Like get up in the morning, shower, put your makeup on or comb your hair, put on your suit, put on that blouse, and sit in front of the Zoom call and look your best.
Exactly. Just don't do like AC, because she only dresses from the top up, and I think she's wearing like shorts or I don't even know.
Listen,
underneath.
you signed
non-disclosure?
Yes,
no, I did
you signed it.
Oh, I thought that was. I thought, they record Zoom calls, right?
Oh yes, they do.
Joke.
That's.
Did you see all of the outtakes of Zoom calls where people thought that they put themselves on mute or turned their camera off?
Oh, that must be a blast.
That's definitely
must be a blast.
It's hilarious. YouTube it.
That's definitely a conversation for something called Night Moves.
Oh yeah, we should just do a whole 30-second clip of that. Right?
That would be a good idea, actually.
So talk about some of the people that you've done. Can you mention any names that we may know, not know?
Yeah. Well, let's just say that we can do all the team logos on the shoes, and we got some people that like to have the logos for their team.
Sure.
That play for their team. So,
Okay.
But we can't say anything besides that.
Okay.
But
I mean, have you done? I mean, sports players. You know.
I think that's what he's getting
Yeah, I
at,
mean,
Joshua.
Exactly.
of course, right? I mean, okay, we can't say it. Okay, all right.
So
too
trying
bad.
to get it
well,
out.
I'm trying to get it out of him.
we actually meet our clients usually at their house
Sure.
or at a lounge.
Sure, of course.
And we have drinks, and therefore you do have to sign a non-disclosure on that.
Sure,
It's exciting stuff.
Sure.
It's exciting stuff.
That's
ACJC.
That's wonderful. What sorts of? I know you mentioned earlier that you're working on something that you can't talk about, but any other visions? Coming down the pipeline.
We were actually discussing of doing instead of donating to a charity, of actually starting a smaller charity that focuses on helping poor kids get knowledge about how to get into a business, how to do any business, not just the suit business.
Love it.
But to do that. And so we're going to try to focus a little bit of our energies on, especially when we have some time right now, on helping less fortunate kids get into the business world. Show them how to do a website, show them how to do marketing.
Oh, that's great.
Give them the
That's great.
Give them the materials
Sure.
to start and just
Business,
let 'em go.
fashion, mentoring.
Exactly, because here's the thing. Like right
BFF.
now, we need people out there that there's people out there that want to hustle, and there's people out there that want to do something. And I know there's a lot of I'm talking 18, 19, 20-year-old kids.
But there's a
that are
lot
out
of
there.
sharp kids out there.
Yeah.
I think technology has made. I don't know what generation we call that age bracket, but
Exactly.
it made them very sharp.
I actually had this one kid, 18 years old, wanted to get involved in everything, and he's actually doing more stuff than that I'm teaching him. He's teaching me.
Well, we had our last show segment. We had a kid on by the name of London Customs.
Yes.
And the kid's like 22.
Oh.
Maybe we
And
can do
he makes very unique stuff. I mean, stuff that might not be on my radar, but I follow him on Instagram now, so I get all of his messages. And he's talented. I mean, he makes clothing, he paints, does music, so he's a little across the board. So it all plays into his clothing. But once again, he's like 22.
Well, here's the thing: music, art, all that is combined.
Sure.
Especially with this, because you design your own clothes. I mean, every single thing that I have is completely designed. So, like this jacket right here, this is actually a tuxedo jacket that they wear.
I can tell,
that they
sure.
wear.
Looks
that they
good.
wear in England, but I made it into an overcoat.
It looks nice.
So yeah, and I actually wear this as a
Looks
suit
very
jacket,
proper.
like in England, and not even as an overcoat. So yeah,
Well,
I feel
we
so
have
inadequate over
a
here.
Flashing red light.
Uh-oh.
So that means
Sweater
we
from
have
Amazon.
To go to commercial, and then we're gonna have Jackie Doyle.
Look at that. Oh, that looks great.
oh yeah.
Custom has its privilege.
Well, this has been great.
Thank you.
I feel
has
like we
been
need
great.
to have like a James Bond accent to
Aye.
say that.
Exactly.
Custom is privilege.
Bond, James Bond.
Bond.
But pinandstripe.com.
Are you wearing pin and stripe
Go
Bond?
check it out. Any inquiries?
Yes. So it's pinandstripe.com. And if we have any younger kids out there that want to get into the business, reach out to me. You can even reach out to me personally. The email's jason@pinandstripe.com, and we'll get you started. And you won't even have to pay $1, to get
That's
started
phenomenal.
and start your own business.
Wow, that's phenomenal. Great job. Thank you for coming into the studio today and showing us, what you do in your high quality talent.
Thank you, sir. And I'm going to have to work on my radio voice after listening to you. He's got a voice for radio.
Gargle with whiskey. Gargle with whiskey.
And I have a face for radio.
Ooh.
Well, everybody stay tuned, and we'll be right back with the next guest.
Well done, my friend. I've been practicing. You know, blackberry hint water tastes more like fresh blackberries than the blackberries in my pie.
Really?
Yeah, taste for yourself.
I believe I will.
And?
Delicious. Just blackberries, no sugary stuff. You know, my cherry hint water tastes more like cherries than the ones in my pie.
I'll be the judge of that. You're right. Cherry hint water tastes more like cherries, not like that sugary cherry stuff in your pie.
Seems impossible.
We should double check.
Hint, water with a touch of true fruit flavor.
Hello.
All right, we are
Welcome
back.
We have the lovely Jackie Doyle of Jack Attack Clothing.
Hello.
That's got a good ring to it.
Thank you.
Jack Attack. As long as the clothing doesn't like strangle you to death or anything like that.
No,
You know?
nothing like that.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
This seems to be a fashion segment here. We had a guy on before you that did some fashion, and so do you. So, tell our viewers at home who you are and what you do.
Yeah, so as AC said, I run my clothing brand, Jack Attack Clothing. I've been doing that for about 6 years now, and I, pre-COVID, was designing more elaborate samples and doing custom pieces for brides or galas or prom or all that fun stuff. And recently I've started to pivot my business to have more casual pieces. So I'm actually going to be launching a wholesale aspect of my business in a couple of weeks.
And how are you going to keep up with that amount of work? I mean, are you working with manufacturers overseas to pump some of this?
Yeah, so I've just started partnering with a small manufacturer that does just simple things like skirts. This t-shirt that I'm wearing is one of the things I've started to sell. So it's, they sort of will make the stuff for me. I design it, send it off to them. They send it back to me so that I can, that way I, can still reach people during this time. People aren't having events.
Sure.
I don't have weddings or proms or things to design for right now. So had to pivot with the times.
That's clever on your part.
Thank you.
That's clever. Now, is this a manufacturer locally or overseas or?
Right now it is overseas, just for the sort of, I guess, convenience factor. It was the speed was kind of a definitely a big factor for me, but I do definitely want to move back into the U.S. as soon as I can.
Of course, yeah. I mean, I wasn't trying to put you on the spot.
No, that's no worries.
I know that a lot of clothing manufacturers are overseas, because of cost cutting and also work output.
Yeah.
So talk more about the styles that you're creating for your casual look now.
Sure. Yeah, so I'm doing a lot of like skirts, tops, bodysuits, skater dresses, just really easy, comfortable pieces that you can throw on and still just have that kind of edgy vibe that is associated with my brand. I do a lot of stuff that has skulls on it, as you can
Skulls
see.
are cool. Skulls are cool.
Yeah. It's I was a punk in high school. I kind of never grew out of it. So.
Okay. Well, look at you now.
I was the weird artsy kid. Now it's my job.
Yeah. Well, it's one of those things to where they might have been snickering you back, in your youthful days, and you're the one smiling now.
Yes. Absolutely.
So tell us about your upcoming fashion shows that you are going to be involved in.
Sure. So the biggest one that I have coming up, and I am hoping that it actually gets to happen this year. We're supposed to have it in this past September during Fashion Week, but obviously that never happened. So we're doing it this September, and that's a show that I've been putting together for a little over 10 years now called Finding Hope with Fashion.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so
Finding Hope, that's
yes,
great.
Thank you. Yeah, so every year we pick a different charity, and all of the proceeds from that fashion show go to the charity. I take on all up-and-coming designers, just young women from the community, model all different shapes and sizes, so it's a really beneficial experience for everybody involved.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Thank you.
That's wonderful. For me in my life, it's food and clothing. are really big, right?
Yes.
I mean, you have all kinds of charities out there and whatnot, but for me, it's food and clothing. So I think that's great that you're you're trying to make an impact in that, in those charities.
Yeah, thanks so much.
That's really great.
So tell us how you're going to transition or add to your collection for bridal and formal wear.
Yeah, so now that the vaccine is out and hopefully things are gonna start to move a little bit more towards normal soon.
Sure.
I have started taking limited clients back on for bridal and more formal pieces like that for late summer, fall time frame.
Sure.
So right now I have a couple of brides lined up, but I do have a few more spaces
that's
available.
great.
So if anybody out there wants a unique wedding dress, feel free to email me. Hit me up.
Where can they find you?
Yeah, so you can find me at jackattackclothing.com. That's JACKATTACKK clothing.com.
That's cool. That's cool.
And where can they find you on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter?
Yeah, all the social medias.
Is that like a trademark name for you, that Jack Attack?
Yeah, that was
is that like a universal finding of you?
Pretty much, yeah. It'll be Jack Attack with the 2 K's at the end of attack.
Okay.
On Instagram and TikTok, it's those 3 words with underscores in between, so it's Jack_Attack.
Do you find you get a lot of viewers on TikTok?
I just started it about a month and a half ago, so I am not good enough at it. I'm not doing the dances. I'm not trendy, but I'm just doing like process videos of me creating the pieces and things like that, because people do better when I share them to my Instagram, but I think that's just because I have a larger following on Instagram right now than I do on TikTok.
Oh, that's phenomenal.
Yeah.
She's kind of a big deal, guys.
Oh, thank you.
I just love your style. I love your style. Let's talk about how you're up and coming in Boston. We named the episode New Fashioned instead of Old Fashioned because I feel it's appropriate.
Thank you.
But you do leather jackets, you do headbands, you do tracksuits, you do elegant dresses. We have models on the screen here. Oh, who's that? How did that get in there? That just looks so 90s.
That's you, AC?
Yeah, that's so 90s. And that's gorgeous. I
that's
tried to wear that dress, but my muffins would not let it. Now, who are these precious models?
So these are kind of a core group of women that I've been working with recently. This is Abby, Abigail Seabrook. She's a model from the Boston area. She's super talented, as you can tell. She's in like half of these. There's you again.
Oh, that's you, AC?
Yeah.
Okay, so she actually dressed me for DJ PJ's Boston Fashion Boston Fashion Week behind the scenes. So I wore 3 of her dresses for 3 different events for DJ PJ, and it was just fabulous. I felt like a dark princess.
Yeah, I mean, is this your, like, I mean, from looking at your photos and of course how you're dressed, most of your work is sort of on the darker side?
Yes, yeah. I describe my brand as taking punk and goth elements and combining them with couture techniques.
Interesting.
To sort of elevate them.
Interesting.
Yeah, it really just grew from me being in high school and cutting up all my clothes and sewing them back together. And I just really fell in love with the craft and decided to just take the leap and try to see if I could make it.
And there was a market.
Yeah. I have found that there are a lot of people who don't want to look like everyone else. They want to be a little bit edgy, but still have that, sort of classic feminine vibe at the same time, and that's really what I specialize in.
And one of your signatures is the corset, right?
Yeah, I do a lot of corsetry in my pieces, and a lot of, legit corsets with the steel boning and...
so you do that?
Yes.
I follow a couple of girls on Instagram that they have like this, they're like pretty model goth looks.
Yes.
I just happen to click on it, and a lot of them are all these corset things that they wear. So you make those?
Yes, yeah, and a lot of my pieces have them sort of built in. So a lot of the dresses have corset backs, which just makes them adjustable. It's
I mean, they can get in and out of it on their own?
Some of them, yes. Some of the show pieces are a little more complicated. I'm not gonna lie. There are some pieces that you need assistance.
You need somebody to help you. Okay.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. That's very cool.
Yeah, thanks.
Do you have certain? I'm sorry, AC. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you go ahead. Go ahead.
I've been drinking beet juice an hour beforehand, so it gets me all like, it's like pre-workout energy. So you get all excited. Does your stuff? I mean, do you find that certain times of the year that your sales really go up, like towards the fall?
Yeah, it definitely comes and goes in waves. Prom season sometimes can be busier than Christmas.
Really?
Yes. The sort of March to May time frame, I am usually like, my friends know not to contact me.
70 hours a week.
Yeah, I'm just chained to my sewing machine. I'm not doing anything else. Because all of those pieces, the couture pieces, I do make completely by hand myself from start to finish.
So how long does it take you to do a specific piece?
It definitely depends on the piece. A more casual or like cocktail dress for a guest for a wedding will usually take me anywhere between 10 and 15 hours.
And that's nonstop, no breaks, or?
I do it in pieces, especially when you're having something custom made. There are several fittings involved in the process.
Makes sense.
So I'll do a couple hours here and there. Gowns are usually minimum 20, and I think the longest I've ever spent on a dress was a little over 550 hours.
550 hours?
Yeah, that
now,
was
what
like
kind
8
of dress
months.
was that?
Do we have a picture of that?
So that one was in the collage earlier.
Can we go back to that?
It was one of
Are we able
the
to do that, Michael?
sets of 3. But
Let's
it
go
is,
back.
yep, the one in the middle there.
wow.
So all of that lace I sewed on, even the border on the bottom, that's all cut and sewn. Every single Swarovski crystal was placed by hand. It took
Swarovski crystals
yeah,
on
it took
that?
like tens of thousands of crystals, and yeah, that one is
You sew
my
them
baby.
on or glue them on?
It depends on the
on the-
crystals.
okay.
Some of them are glued, some of them are sewn.
Wow.
Wow.
That one was that's my baby. That's
Unbelievable.
my pride and joy.
Unbelievable. Now, do you want to get into men's fashion at all, since that seems to be the theme and we're surrounded by men here? Have you ever thought about that? Or?
You know, I've gotten requests, and I have done custom men's pieces in the past. I definitely prefer, I'll usually tell people if they come to me looking for, a button down and a pair of slacks, I tell them I'm not really the person for you. It's not going to be cost effective.
Mm-hmm.
You would have to pay me so much more money to make something simple like that just because of the time that it takes.
Yeah.
But if you're looking for something more elaborate, like I've done a few of those like corset vests that are becoming a thing.
I could see you doing something really cool with like a suit jacket or
Yes.
like just jackets in general.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, you could.
Or a tie. I mean, you could always do ties.
Yeah, but I think. Sure. yeah, but of course. But
Look at us just trying to run your business.
No.
Just, you should do this.
No, I love doing, I've done really fun, like waistcoats and things. Sometimes I'll do, costumes for theater companies and things like that.
I could see
and I
you
get to
doing
sort
that.
of
Absolutely.
push myself out of my comfort zone, which is a lot of fun. So
Wow. Yeah, I mean, just from looking at your photos that we had there, I mean, I could clearly see that how you'd be successful at that.
We do have to give photo credit to Miss Goldie Red for some of those. She is an amazing photographer. I suggest you hit her up because she helps you pose. Lord knows that she was very patient with me.
And now, oh, here we go. Where was this photo taken?
that was taken in Newburyport.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so
Newburyport.
that was a few months ago, and that
this is
is
recent. Oh,
yep,
geez.
that was by a photographer. The name of his company is Ebit Photos. Yes, and he is Boston based. I call him the king of lighting because he just will do the most incredible things.
I was looking at that, how the lighting.
I thought
is
it looked like Salem for a second.
Yeah, like witches
was
of Newburyport.
We it was right before Halloween that we did that shoot.
Oh my God,
so it was
that's
a lot of
awesome.
we
So
were
perfect.
walking around the streets and everybody was like yelling at us from restaurants, being like, "You guys look amazing!" It was a really good time. Everybody thought we were all witchy and
Wear your mask,
doing a
but you look
thing.
amazing.
Yeah, it was a lot of running around masked, pulling them off for
Sure.
a shot, putting them back
Sure.
on.
Sure.
We all quarantined for 2 weeks before and got tested. It was
Sure.
a whole big production.
exciting.
It is a requirement nowadays.
Yes.
That is
Yeah,
exciting.
gotta stay safe.
So what else do you want to let us know? Fun facts, hidden hobbies, hidden talents? Do you know how to talk underwater? Something fun?
Well, you got look at all this jewelry you got on. I noticed that was like the first thing she came in. I was like, look at her jewelry.
Do you make jewelry as well, or?
I do make jewelry. I unfortunately am not wearing any of the jewelry I made, but I do make more elaborate pieces to go with the couture stuff that I show. But all of the jewelry that I'm wearing today is actually from local small businesses. These 2 necklaces are by a company called Primal Adornments, and they're out of, I believe they're based in Maine, but you can find them in Hive and Forge, which is in Salem and Lowell.
Now, is that a mood necklace?
A mood?
No, mood.
Oh,
like
this one? Oh, no.
Like
It's
a mood ring. Do you guys know mood rings?
I do. Oh, no. It's
was like back in the
it's an
day.
obsidian stone.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Obsidian
Yeah. And then my other necklace is by an artist called Walk on the Moon, and she's based out of Lowell. She does really, really cool stuff.
Nice.
So, yeah, always repping my small business friends everywhere I go. Gotta support each other.
Yes, kids, try that at home.
Yeah,
Go to
gotta shop
local
small.
businesses.
Hey, I just want to say, guys, don't forget, Jackie was nominated for Boston Fashion Award in 2020.
Yes, she was, but she did not win.
Don't blame me.
So,
I mean,
we can talk about that later.
Well, I was up against Denise Haja, and she's a legend.
No, that's true. But even to be nominated,
I was
and to be
so
in the
honored
network,
to be nominated.
Now you're in the buzz.
Yeah, I was so excited. I legitimately teared up a little bit when I found out I was nominated. It was just so cool to, after 5 years of really like plugging away at the industry, to be recognized and acknowledged that I am part of the Boston scene. I've been trying for so long.
It's nice.
It takes a while to get in. It takes a while to get in.
It does.
Believe me, I know.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you do know that the Boston Fashion Awards was filmed right here.
I do, yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's right.
this is the man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah, he was very clever how he did it too.
The Wizard of
Everybody
Oz.
had to come and go in shifts. You know, temperature check, wear your mask. Okay, it's time to come in, take your mask. Okay, next. You know, it was a lot of behind the scenes, like not chaotic, but certainly more intense than if you were at a show. But it was put together quite nicely, and it's unfortunate that you lost. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's all right. Thank
But
you.
but listen, but you know, I mean, generally you would think you get nominated one year, you might get nominated the next year. I mean,
That's
you know,
fingers
so,
crossed. I mean, I'm only going up from here.
Oh,
I'm not
you're
gonna
forever in the fashion family now. Like you
thank
can't
you.
escape it.
Yay. Oh, I wouldn't want to.
Well, I mean, it certainly could be one of those things too. I mean, you stand out amongst the others because you're on the dark side, right? Welcome to the dark side, and so so you
And
sort
the
of.
gowns are gorgeous.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, there's a big market for it. So if you happen to be that one that corners that here in Boston.
There's another designer that's similar, Ashley Rose Couture.
Yes, that was actually my first Boston Fashion Week show was opening for her in
There you go.
2015. Yeah.
I know a lot more about
huge
fashion
honor.
than most people think.
And how long has she been around?
Ashley, probably been around at least a decade.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She's been around for a while.
And you've been around how long?
So officially, almost 6 years.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Good.
Yeah.
You're successful.
Oh, thank
Still
you.
in business.
Trying.
And so, where else would you like to see your stuff? I mean, I would. We're going through COVID.
Mm-hmm.
The retail businesses have been wiped out. So everything's been online, I would assume. Do you feel that you have more of an edge now because of everybody's forced online now?
I think if you had asked me that question a couple of months ago, I would have said no. Okay. Trying to pivot everything online, and I am not tech savvy. I'm the least tech savvy person on this planet. It was a struggle, but now I'm really starting to see a lot of traction with the website. I've been getting a lot of sales with the casual pieces, which is really, it's really encouraging. The support that I've seen throughout the past couple of months, I cannot express my gratitude.
And they're coming in through Instagram? Are they coming? I mean, is it a thing where you post a picture of a particular individual wearing a piece of clothing, and then they like it, and then they kind of like click on you and find out who you are, and then they go to your site and they go, oh, wow, she's got more stuff.
Yes, that's been a lot of it, and a lot of people have found me through masks. Ironically enough, I started making them a few months ago, and a lot of people have been telling me that they're the most comfortable mask that they own, and they've been telling all their friends. So it's been, today alone I got 4 separate orders of people from Florida, Wisconsin, like all over the country have started ordering them.
And so why would that be? Like when you mentioned the different material, how it fits around the ear.
That's one of the big things. They do have the adjustable ear loops.
Oh, yeah.
And the elastic is a little bit thinner, so it doesn't dig into the back of your ear. And it is sort of contoured to your face, but it's a lightweight cotton poly blend, and it's dual layer, so you can put the filter in between if you want.
Smart cow, because that's the thing that they're recommending people to wear now, are 2 or 3 layer masks now, because the variance is so much stronger and spreads so much faster now. So good for you, smart cow.
Is real maskne.
Oh my God, it's the amount of makeup covering that right now.
I'm gonna definitely have to get your number because fashion masks. I mean, you're the fashion guy. I mean, and you got to really protect yourself. And right now, there's a big market for masks.
Yes, coordinating
designer
with
masks.
Designer masks.
Yeah, designer masks.
Yeah, AC
a lot of the Boston area
critical
designers transitioned to masks. So some transitioned to masks only. David Joseph, he just all masks now for this period at least.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
And can that be profitable? I mean, is that something? I mean, certainly
he made it profitable. I mean, he did. Like I said, he just all masks. He's so busy, he has to work 18 hours a day.
Oh wow!
Making masks. Oh, gee, that's amazing.
Yeah. Shout out to David.
Yeah.
David Joseph.
Yep.
David Joseph.
I follow him on Facebook, and we have a mutual friend, John Caron, who owns West End Johnny's and Fenway Johnny's. John's an awesome guy. I'm
going to ask you a question. Who are your influences?
Oh, that's a good question. So some of my biggest influences are artists outside of fashion. I love Salvador Dali is like one of my number ones. But I also love tattoo artists, and traditional tattooing I think is really just fascinating to me. And I think that, along with graffiti art, really played into a lot of the pen and ink designs that I do that end up being textiles on clothing. And then fashion designers, I love Schiaparelli is a really, really great influence. She was friends with Salvador Dali and really didn't take herself too seriously, which I really appreciated. And the biggest one that I get compared to all the time is Betsy Johnson. Love me some Betsy. Yeah, that was like my first. I walked into her store when I was a teenager in the Burlington Mall, and I was like, this is what I want to do. Like it was,
At that age of your life, wow.
Oh, I've been since I was 7, I believe, was when I first said I want to make clothes.
Well, my question to you was, what age were you when you started using a sewing machine?
I was a senior in high school. I started really late. Yeah, I was 18 years old when I taught myself how to sew.
Taught yourself?
Yeah. Yep.
Anyone in your family have? No. You're the first.
That's my mom hates sewing. Like despises. Right? She jokes all the time. She's like, I don't know how you sat there watching me trying to make all of those Halloween costumes for you, like cursing at the sewing machine, and you thought that looks like fun. I think I want to do that for a living.
Wow.
Love it.
But yeah, it's I'm the oddball, but I wouldn't have it any other way. I love it.
So what's next? What is next for you? I know that you are desperately seeking Susan. Just kidding. Just desperately seeking a boutique to house your clothing.
Yes.
So if anyone is out there and you have a boutique or you have somewhere to house or retail space or whatnot, please contact Jackie.
Reach out to me.
She definitely needs her stuff everywhere.
Thank you.
Well, I have a question. With a lot of these retail places closed down now, I see a lot of try it before you buy it. What's your opinion of that?
Yeah, so I have sort of mixed feelings about the try it before you buy it. I think for more important pieces, like a wedding dress, a lot of sites like Beholden, they allow you to sort of reserve several different samples. They'll mail them to your house. You get to try them on. You pick the one you like the best. And then you mail all the other ones back for a refund. Right. And I think for that, it kind of makes sense. For more casual stuff, I feel like it can be a little bit wasteful from a sustainability standpoint to be shipping stuff back and forth like that.
Also, I mean, let's be real. It's a gimmick. Because you're not really going to take the time to box it back up. You're not going to go to the post office and return it. You're just going to throw it in your closet and not even bother trying it and then returning it. At least I'm like that. It's more hassle to return something to try and buy it. And usually I'm not going to try something unless I want to buy it. I don't know. Maybe that's just my
So you think that a
opinion.
lot of times they just end up holding on to the product?
Yeah, I think a lot of companies are doing it because they'll send
know.
the box and the person is, like you said, they're just can't be bothered to
Marketing
send it
ploys.
back. Yes. I mean, smart on their part, but
Well, I know that
I mean, if you have the money for the products to just, I don't know.
well, I know with my Amazon products, you know, I return them. For me, it's you buy it, you don't like it, you don't want it, you bring it back, you get 30 days. But you have that long with clothing, with some of those clothes. I mean,
Yeah, have you ever had anyone try to return anything or disgruntled?
I actually have not. The only time I've ever had somebody return something was when a loved one bought them a Christmas gift and it wasn't the right size,
Yeah,
so they would
right.
bring it back and exchange it.
Oh,
But that's
understandable.
yeah, and
That was
I've
a good Yelp review right there.
I can't complain. I've with the custom pieces, every so often you'll get a cancellation. I've had 2 the entire 6 years I've been doing this, but honestly, both of those totally happened for a reason, because shortly after they were canceled, somebody else came in, absolutely loved it, and needed something like fast.
Wow.
And it was already done, so I just looked at it like those were the people that were meant to have that piece. So yeah, I've been lucky. People have been pretty nice to me. I can't complain.
Jackie, can you go ahead and take your mask and just put it in front of the camera? I mean, this is something that you know.
Over my face.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Yeah.
Oh, I like that. And so this is like a double layer mask.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And so what would?
So it
yeah,
has
you show
the two separate layers. You can put the filter in, and then it has the little adjustable.
And what would you
guys.
charge for something like that?
So these are up on my website. It's 4 different colors, and they're $10 each.
That's it.
Yep. I didn't put a huge markup on them. I feel kind
Yeah.
of gross profiting off
Sure.
what's happening here.
Sure.
Yeah.
Now, can you also get different designs on there too? I mean, is that a custom thing, or are they sort of pre-made and then pump out the door?
Yeah, so these ones are pre-made with my logo on them.
Okay.
I am doing some that have another design of mine that's really popular. I have a bee that everybody really likes.
The bee hexagon.
Yes.
I love that.
So those are going to be on a mask soon, and I'm working on another design that has skeleton keys in it. So that's going to be coming in the next couple of weeks as well.
Clever. Thank you. Well, get right on that, because I mean, the time is now, right?
Yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
I mean, we'll be at this probably, in my opinion, till 2022. But so you've got time. But
Oh, yeah.
but that's clever. Yeah, no, that's really great. Tell our viewers at home where they can find your stuff, Jackie.
Yeah, so you can find me through my website, jackattackclothing.com, or if you want to go straight to the shopping section, you can go to jackattackclothing.shop. So that's JACKATTACKK clothing.shop.
And is it pretty easy to navigate through your site? Yeah.
Yep, everything is little categories in a drop-down menu. Masks are under accessories and extras if you're looking
Clever.
specifically for those.
Oh, good.
But yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I can't wait to try on these leather jackets that you brought for me to choose from.
I'm excited for you to see them.
Well, folks, that's the show. I filled in as a co-host.
Thank you,
because
AC.
It's all about me.
Thank you.
No, thank you for being here. It made me more comfortable. I can tell you
Yes,
that.
thank you so much for being on the show, and I see nothing but great things for you.
Thank you so much.
And JC Vasquez of Pin and Stripe. And a special thanks, as always, to Mr. Zotos.
Yay.
And
Yay, Michael.
it's your producer. 6 degrees of AC is
Well,
real, baby.
Well,
Yes, it
listen,
is.
I'm certainly thankful to have you, because you find amazing people that wouldn't not be on my radar. And
Don't sleep on the AC, and if you are sleeping on the AC, I hope you have nightmares.
well, anyways, we want to thank everybody for tuning into Night Moves on Performer.com, where we always have interesting and talented folks from the Boston area, or anywhere, quite frankly. We'll Skype you in if you watch our show and you think you got something to add. Please reach out to us and
Follow our Instagram page, nightmoves.tv, and we're going to be holding giveaways. We already have Giovanni Hair Salon in Brookline agreed to do all the co-host hair for free
Thank
because
you so much.
he loves AC.
Thank you. Once
Okay,
again,
bye.
thank you for tuning in. Good night, and God bless. Thank you.